As we head into election season, a new poll about the president's religion could make Democrats uneasy. According to a new Pew poll, nearly 1 in 5 Americans incorrectly believes that Mr. Obama is a Muslim. Only 34% said they thought the president's a Christian, while nearly half didn't know what religion he practiced at all. The Obama administration now says they're not surprised, but should they be concerned? Terry Holt is a former Bush-Cheney campaign spokesperson, and Christopher Hahn is a Democratic strategist and former aide to Senator Chuck Schumer. Welcome to you both, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right, Chris, let me start with you. The president has addressed this again and again. Where is the message being lost?
You know, I think 18% of Americans are going to believe whatever they're going to believe. I mean, the Pew poll did a poll a year ago where 18% of Americans believe they've seen a ghost. They're wrong. He is a Christian. He's told them time and time again that he's a Christian. And these 18% are going to believe whatever they're going to believe about him. They're probably the same people who wouldn't vote for him 2 years ago because he was associated with Jeremiah Wright.
All right, Terry, I want to read part of the response we got from the White House after this poll came out today. They said the president's strong Christian faith is what guides him through challenges, but he doesn't wear it on his sleeve. They say he's private. So is it our business, Terry?
Well, it's our business to know that our president is guided by faith and values. This is a country founded on an abiding faith in God. And so most Americans have some expectation that their leaders will be guided by that faith. But Barack Obama's carefully cultivated personality, for some reason, has never included faith or religion in particular. And so it's not surprising that people aren't going to know. I don't think we need to demean or degrade people for not knowing President Obama's faith. But at the same time, they've, in a calculated way, omitted his faith from his biography in many ways. And so I think most people rightly don't know or don't understand where he's coming from.
I don't think that's accurate, Terry. I mean, the president has time and time again expressed his Christian values, but we also have to remember.
Well, but let's be fair. You're more likely to find Barack Obama on the golf course on Sunday morning than you are in church, and that is on purpose. That may be the choice he makes, and he has every right to make that choice, but that's why you're going to have confusion among voters.
My Bible says that faith without works is dead, and this president has done more to help the poor, to help the sick, to help the unemployed than any president has done in recent memory.
We can debate that all afternoon.
We can absolutely debate that.
Chris, let me ask you specifically, because Terry brings up the church, and I know that you mentioned Jeremiah Wright. The president distanced himself from what happened in that church and some of the controversial statements that the Reverend had made, but we had a hope that he was going to pick a new church in Washington when he arrived there. There was a lot of talk about that. We occasionally hear the rumors bubbling up there in D.C. he's going to visit this church or that church. If he picked one, would it help to settle this debate?
You know, we live in America where separation of church and state is one of our core principles. I am confident that this president gets guidance and help in his job from his Christian faith. I am confident in that. I don't think it's the American people's business how he worships. I know that some presidents in the past have wore it on their sleeves and others have not. I think President Obama has done a fantastic job in guiding this country using his Christian values.
All right, Terry, these numbers, this poll was actually taken before the president waded into the Ground Zero Mosque controversy last weekend. Do you think that's going to help or hurt convincing Americans that he's a Christian?
No. The Ground Zero Mosque controversy has only made us further doubt and be more concerned that Barack Obama doesn't have any guiding principles because he seems to have flip-flopped. He went to that group and seemed to say something that made them feel good, but on the next day backtracked from it. So not just all Americans are confused about this, but now, unfortunately, our Islamic friends in the Middle East and our Muslim brothers here in America are wondering whether or not he's really for them or against them. It's part of this vague, distracted quality that this administration seems to have about matters of faith.
Chris, two-parter for you. First of all, what does the White House do to change this image to make sure that the accurate information is out there? Or secondly, do they even try? Is it an issue that they should waste time on?
You know, I don't think they should be wasting any time on it. I believe that he's been very clear about his Christian faith. And as I've said before, he's done more to feed the hungry, to heal the sick. I don't know that being a Christian means cutting taxes for the rich. I've read the Bible. I've never seen anything about it. I've seen Jesus say that we should feed the sick, feed the hungry, and heal the sick. And that's what he's done. And I think the president is working in that direction. We might not agree with his policies, but to question his faith, I think, is is irrelevant to the debate, and I think it demeans.
And I'm not questioning his faith, but I'm also not comparing him to Jesus Christ.
Well,
either.
I'm not comparing him to Jesus Christ, but I am saying Christian values are that we help those in need, and this president has done a lot in his career, not just as president, but in his career to help those in need.
All right, Terry, final word to you.
His biggest political problems are his unpopular policies, the debt, the deficit, the big government takeover of health care, the new huge tax increases that are promised next year. Those are his main problems, not his lack of faith or his faith in particular.
All right, Terry and Chris, thank you both for joining in on this debate. Great to have you.
Nice to see you, Terry.
Thank you.